Okay, so here I am on my floor, and we have a Sega Genesis right here. Don't mind that cable. I had to improvise because my AV cables don't do sound. So we have this little adapter thing that goes to that. Anywho, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I have 4 funny controllers. 4.5 funny controllers and that thing. Now this is... In the original recording, I said absolute nonsense garbage here. What this actually is a fake Super Nintendo that actually plays NES games that are just... like, they're either like fan ROMs, or they're just straight up stolen original NES games. It's not important, that's not the focus. It uses the serial port thing. And this is Army National Guard. Idaho Army National Guard, like right here. So you just plug it in, it uses HDMI and then a USB to power it. That's not the focus of this video. We are not talking about this garbage thing. We want its controller. So what we have here is an official Genesis controller, a weird gem stick Atari style controller. It has no brand on its little plug. We have the weird Army National Guard fake Super Nintendo controller with its same port. And then we have an official Atari... It won't focus. An official Atari paddle ball. This. Now it's one plug going to 2 cables, going to 2 identical controllers. They each have a button, and they each go like 360 degrees maybe? I don't even know. It's close to that. My cat won't shut up. Anyway, in the Genesis, we have Sonic 2. They all use the same plug, by the way. So if I plug this in, it's finicky. It's really stiff. So we plug you in. And you know, it works because it's an official Genesis controller. Now Sonic 2, as you probably know, only uses... Oh, there he goes. It only uses 2 buttons and movement. So here we got our jump, jump, and jump. We got pause, and then we have our movement. What I wanted to test, or show off, I already tested these, was what these ones do on that. So we'll start by unplugging the official Genesis controller. Sonic will just wait for us because he is very patient. And now we have the gem stick plugged in. And it actually works. It's hard to do with only like one hand. But you know, you can even do your spin dash. But here's the catch. Yeah, as you can see, it only has a very stiff stick and then a button. So So you've got no pausing. You can only jump, you can only move. Our second contender is the Atari paddle ball. I think that's what it's called. They just say paddle on them. So here we go, we plug in. I said we plug it in. Okay. What's really funny about this one is you take one of these pedals, the actual wheel, potentiometer wheel, does nothing. But the buttons like to move them left and right. Which is very funny. So this controller is not viable for actually playing anything. Because all you do is move left and... Can you stop? There we go. Okay. So I'm going from most playable to least playable. Let's take our fake Super Nintendo controller, the fake Super Nintendo Entertainment System controller. We plug it in, and as you can see, we have jump. We have jump. That was a quick spin dash. I don't know how to do that normally, because I haven't played this in a while. And then we have no movement. Right. Oh? Earlier, right was actually... Oh! Right makes him jump. And neither of these pause. So we have the least playable controller where you can't even move. What I haven't tested is plugging in the paddle ball controllers to see if we can get any more movement out of them. Plugging it into player 2 does nothing, which I probably should have suspected, but you know, very funny, I think. That concludes my video of my funny experiment. I might actually try playing more of Sonic 2 using just the Atari styled stick, because that is the most usable out of these three. Okay, so in conclusion, these like serial port controls are really interesting to me because it's cool to see what they do in the Genesis games. I haven't found any that like have more than like 2 buttons, more than 1 button really. So like I don't know. It's interesting just to see what they do. If you have any, you should try this out because I think it's really funny. There's probably a bunch of people who might see this, I don't know, who will be like, hey, I already knew about this. Because this is just like a well-known thing probably at this point. So, I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. That's kind of it. Thank you for watching.